guys, and welcome back to my channel, Nourished with Aria. I'm so happy to have you here. So today's video is going to be a continuation of last week's where I talked about natural ways that you can manage your Hashimoto's, and that one was all related to dietary recommendations and some of the steps that I took with my diet and how I was able to get healthier and reverse my symptoms and just feel my best. So today we're going to delve into the topic of mindset. Mindset is so important when you're dealing with an autoimmune disease or any kind of chronic illness because it can feel so isolating. You can feel so alone. There's a lot of stress, physical and mental stress that goes into it. So today we're going to address mindset and ways that you can kind of reset your thinking so that you can start to feel your best, have hope, and really start to feel like you can heal. So let's get into it. Okay, so I know that diet section was long. I think I said a lot more than I thought I would, but it's obviously very important and it's a great place to start. So another thing that I would say to start with when you are recently diagnosed with Hashimoto's or you're trying to heal or you've been diagnosed for a long time and you want to heal, work on your mindset, okay? I mean, this should have been number one, but I think it's just as important. If you have it in your mind that you're never going to heal, this type of stuff always happens to you, you know, I hate to say it, but kind of like that victim mindset, like, why do bad things always happen to me? I never get anything good. You know, if you start with that mindset, you're going to end with that mindset. That, you know, it's not easy to change overnight your mindset, but it is something that takes practice and it is something that can change. I definitely have changed my mindset about so many things, and I'm still doing that, you know. I'm still working on that, you know, as a mom of three. You know, I'll talk about this in another video because this is a whole other topic, but in April, it hasn't even been a year that I've been a stay-at-home mom. So this is brand new to me, and before that I had a career. I was working all my life, you know, until April. And it brought up the worst in me. Being with my kids all day, just constantly being stimulated. And I realized a lot of mindset work that I needed to do about myself and my value and my worth as a mom. And if you're someone who's just getting diagnosed with an autoimmune disease and you don't have a positive mindset, you know, it can make it worse. Our minds are very powerful. The things we believe. I don't believe in like name it and claim it. I don't believe you could manifest your dreams and desires. I don't believe in any of that, you know. If you haven't noticed by now, you know, in my other videos I've noticed that I'm a Christian. I believe in Jesus Christ. I believe that in God. I don't believe in the universe is giving me anything. I don't. Like, that's just not my inherent beliefs. But I do believe that we have within us the power to heal that God has given us through his strength. And I do believe that not necessarily that we are the controllers of our destiny, but we do have tools within us because of the way that God made our bodies so complex and wonderful and unique. And he made us to be able to heal. And he made us to be able to tap into that. And our mindset and our frame of mind and our general outlook on life can help because the more of what you bring in is more of what you're going to put out, right? Like if you're watching, so I'll give an example. There was a time in my life where I was watching a lot of like true crime and, you know, true horror stories and things and real things that happen to people. And during that time, I was having a lot of like negative thoughts. I was having a lot of just violent thoughts and like random, what are they called? You know, when like just intrusive thoughts. Random, intrusive, violent thoughts. And I'm not a crazy person. I'm not someone who wants to act out on those things, but it was because I was putting all that in. I was listening to all these crazy stories of like people being dismembered and crazy things. And yes, it's fascinating because it's like, wow, how can people really be capable of that? So you get hooked in and you're like interested, and it's like this weird like guilty pleasure, but it was hurting me because, and if you like true crime, like I'm not putting you down, it's just, I can't handle it, I guess. It affects everybody differently, but to me, you know, it just affected me in that way where I was having like intrusive thoughts and just thinking about all these like negative, crazy things. Like I can't look at knives because now I'm thinking about like just crazy stuff, like, you know, and well, that's normal. It's normal to have intrusive thoughts and obviously not want to act on it. I didn't want to have those thoughts. So I had to remove that from my mind. I had to stop listening to those stories and those accounts, because it was just activating something in me that was making me think of violent thoughts. And that's not the way that I want to think. I want to be thinking of things that are pure and hopeful and, positive, because I don't want to have nightmares and, and things like that. Some people enjoy that kind of stuff, but not me. So, that's just an example of what we put in, kind of, we put out what we put in and that kind of thing. So if you're constantly having these negative thoughts and constantly looking for negativity in your life, you're going to see negativity in your life, because that's what you're focused on. It's your primary focus in the front of your brain. That's just how our brains work. They show us what we want to see. They show us what we think we, see. So, I'm not saying that someone with like depression or someone who actually has a diagnosis or an illness, like some kind of mental issues, is necessary. Not saying that, by them putting good things in their mind, that's different. That's obviously different. That's a clinical diagnosis. There's more to it than just that. But if you're someone who is constantly in this woe is me victim mindset, of course you're always going to be seeing, your brain is going to look for truth in that. Your brain is going to look for evidence to prove to you that it's true. So my challenge for you, if you are struggling with this, is to start focusing on gratitude. Start focusing on the positive things in your life. Start looking at the good. Start looking at the hopeful, and try, thinking about those things. And then you're going to see, wow, I am really blessed. I have a roof over my head. I always have a warm, I have a comfy bed. And these are basic things, obviously, but, some people don't have the basic things. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, we are victims of our own circumstance, and we allow things that happen to us dictate how we live life and how we show up in life. But if we look at the positive and the better things and the blessings that we have, we'll start to feel that. We'll feel more blessed. We'll know it. We'll see it in front of us, and our brain will start to remind us of all the things, that we have. I have 3 meals a day. I have food in my refrigerator. I drive a nice car. Whatever it is, I have a car. I have a car to get me from my job and back. I have a good job. I make a good income. Just little things, because there's someone out there who doesn't have any of that. And, I'm not saying we should compare ourselves to other people or compare our circumstances, or if we're, whether we're less fortunate or not. What I'm saying is, we need to remind ourselves of the positive and the good that we have and the blessings we have in our life. So mindset is a great place to start. Telling yourself, I am capable of healing. I'm worth healing. I am worth healing. People have heard, people, maybe in your childhood, you felt like you weren't worthy of love because, your parents never gave you a hug or a kiss, or maybe not your parents, maybe other people. Maybe you didn't have a lot of friends. And these are little things that cement in our minds that we're not good enough, that we don't have value. And those things aren't true. It's all lies. It's all lies. It becomes true because you tell yourself it over and over and over again. And if you say something enough, you believe it. Same with anything else in this world. If you say something enough, tell yourself something enough, you believe it. So start to tell yourself the person you want to be. Maybe you don't feel like you're a healthy person, but say, I'm a healthy person because I'm gonna take on this journey, and I'm gonna do what I need to do in order to feel my best. I'm a healthy person because I'm not gonna allow negative thoughts to creep into myself. I'm gonna identify those negative thoughts, and I'm just gonna let them pass, and I'm gonna tell myself the opposite of that, because it's not true. I am worthy of healing. I am strong enough to heal. I may not feel strong right now, but I am strong. So, just little things like that. And, I wouldn't say they're positive affirmations, but it's just reminding yourself of what you're capable of. Because I think as women, it's very easy for us to do the opposite. But just think, as a woman, you are capable of so much. You are capable of bringing life into this world. Who else can say they can do that? Men can't do that. It's just an amazing thing. So just remember your value and your worth, and work on your mindset, because having that not even just positive, but that balanced mindset and realistic outlook as well. Knowing that things take time and it's a journey, you're gonna start to feel better, and you're gonna start to believe in yourself more and trust that you can do this, and you're not gonna let someone tell you you can't, and you're gonna better advocate for yourself, and you're gonna do all the things that you need to do in order to get to where you need to go. Even if it takes you a few years, you're gonna be able to do it because you have that confidence in yourself and that belief in yourself that you're capable. Thanks for watching another video. Please, please, please like, comment, share, and subscribe if you got any value out of this video, or you know someone who will. I would love to continue to share what I have to say with other women who need this support. I know that I needed it when I was going through my diagnosis. So please share, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.